Summary of It Starts With Us, a novel written by Colleen Hoover. Chapter 1. In the bustling world of Bib's restaurant, a quaint eatery nestled in the heart of some unknown town, the narrative unfolds with a splash of red spray paint across the back door, an unconventional canvas for an insult. The crude message, misspelled in a way that ignites memories of the narrator's mother and her unique approach to delivering insults, sets the tone for a story that weaves together elements of humor, empathy, and unexpected turns of events. The scene opens with the narrator's reflection on their mother's idiosyncratic way of emphasizing insults, injecting a touch of nostalgia and personal history into the narrative. The deliberate pauses between syllables, as demonstrated by the mother, create a vivid picture of the past and establish a connection between the present situation and the narrator's childhood. As Darren, a character accompanying the narrator, examines the red graffiti, he humorously suggests that it must be the work of a child, given the misspelling. The banter between Darren and the narrator introduces a light-hearted element, making the scene not just a moment of crisis, but also an opportunity for humor. The discussion unfolds organically, exploring adult spelling capabilities and the potential intentions behind the misspelling. The narrator's tactile exploration of the spray paint adds a sensory layer to the scene, emphasizing the immediacy of the vandalism. The paint, however, doesn't adhere to their fingers, indicating that the act likely occurred shortly after the restaurant closed the previous night. This detail introduces a sense of mystery and urgency, prompting the characters to investigate further. The possibility of a disgruntled employee emerges, suggesting a potential motive for the act of vandalism. Darren, displaying a pragmatic mindset, encourages reporting the incident to the police for insurance purposes. However, the narrator hesitates, revealing a surprising personal anecdote. In a moment of vulnerability, the narrator discloses a past experience of breaking into a restaurant out of hunger, humanizing their character and introducing a nuanced perspective on crime. The revelation prompts a shift in focus, redirecting the narrative towards an unexpected detail provided by Brad, another character. In the midst of the vandalism, the only stolen item is revealed to be a container of croutons. This unexpected turn adds an element of absurdity to the situation, challenging initial assumptions about the nature of the crime. The characters' reactions, marked by surprise and confusion, mirror the reader's own perplexity. The decision to steal croutons, a seemingly trivial item, becomes a point of discussion. The characters explore the potential motivations behind such an act, leading to speculation about the thief's desperation. The juxtaposition of a vandalized restaurant and the theft of a mundane item like croutons injects a layer of dark humor into the narrative, creating a rich tapestry of conflicting emotions. As the characters grapple with whether to report the incident to the police, the broken security camera becomes a focal point. Darren's persistent concern about the camera's state highlights a recurring issue, emphasizing the importance of security in the restaurant business. The narrator's acknowledgement of their negligence in addressing the broken camera adds a layer of realism, portraying the challenges of managing a business. Brad's concern about the potential return of the thief for more valuable items raises questions about the consequences of inaction. The characters find themselves at a crossroads, torn between empathy for a potential hungry perpetrator and the need to safeguard their business. The ethical dilemma introduces tension, amplifying the complexity of the situation. Amidst the chaos of broken glass and shattered security, the narrative takes an intimate turn with the mention of Lily, a character from the narrator's past. The chance encounter with Lily that morning, after a year and a half of separation, introduces a subplot of personal significance. Lily's newfound single status sparks hope for a romantic connection, creating a juxtaposition between the external chaos at Bib's and the internal turbulence within the narrator. The anticipation builds as the narrator receives a text message, the possibility of it being from Lily palpable in the air. However, the text turns out to be from someone else, deflating the narrator's hopes. This moment of disappointment exposes the narrator's vulnerability and desire for a connection with Lily, hinting at deeper emotions beneath the surface. In a moment of decision and symbolic gesture, the narrator takes action by changing Lily's last name in their contacts from Kincaid back to Bloom. This act signifies not only a rekindling of a connection but also a metaphorical blossoming of potential romance. The subtle details, such as changing a last name in a phone, add depth to the narrative, portraying the narrator's eagerness for a positive response from Lily. The passage, with its interwoven elements of crime, humor, empathy, and romance, serves as a captivating microcosm of life at Bibbs' restaurant. The characters, each with their quirks and vulnerabilities, navigate a series of unexpected events, creating a narrative that is both engaging and relatable. The mix of humor and emotional depth establishes a multifaceted storytelling style, inviting readers to invest not only in the mystery of the vandalized restaurant but also in the intricacies of the characters' lives. Chapter 2. Lily sat alone in her car, overlooking Boston Harbor, the city's skyline, casting shadows on the water. The gentle waves created a soothing rhythm, and the distant sounds of the city provided a calming backdrop. Armed with a notepad and pen, she took a deep breath, attempting to gather her thoughts and find clarity in the chaos of her emotions. In a letter to her friend Ellen, Lily poured out her heart, detailing the unexpected encounter with Atlas and the complex web of emotions that followed. She started by revisiting the painful decision to divorce Ryle, revealing the profound impact that their tumultuous relationship had on her. Lily described the pivotal moment after giving birth to their daughter, Emmy, as the catalyst for her decision to seek a permanent separation. Holding her newborn in her arms, Lily felt an overwhelming determination to break free from the cycle of abuse that had defined her relationship with Ryle. The choice to ask for a divorce was not an act of cruelty but a profound realization that she needed to prioritize the safety and well-being of her child. The divorce, though painful, was a decision Lily did not regret. She acknowledged missing the version of Ryle that possessed good qualities and the dream of the family they could have been for Emmy. Yet, she remained steadfast in her belief that the hardest decisions often led to the best outcomes. However, the aftermath of the divorce brought its own set of challenges. Lily found herself navigating the complexities of co-parenting with Ryle, a process filled with occasional gaslighting and unwanted flirtations. Despite their strained history, Lily recognized the need for Emmy to bond with her father but insisted on cautious, day-long visits during the first couple of years. The specter of past abuse hung over their interactions, an unspoken truth that Lily chose to avoid for the sake of maintaining some semblance of a co-parenting relationship. She explained to Ellen the delicate dance she performed, suppressing her true feelings and plastering on smiles whenever they were in Emmy's presence. Her lawyer's advice, pragmatic and straightforward, laid out the harsh reality of her situation. Unless she was willing to expose the darkest aspects of their relationship in a courtroom, Ryle would likely secure joint custody. Faced with this choice, Lily reluctantly opted for a compromise, allowing Ryle visits while keeping an ever-watchful eye on Emmy's safety. The letter delved into Lily's internal struggles, revealing the constant fear that Ryle's cooperation rested on the hope of winning her back. Despite her clear stance on the divorce, Ryle's lingering optimism added an extra layer of complexity to their interactions. Lily admitted to the occasional overwhelming weight of her decision, caught between the desire for peace and the burden of Ryle's lingering affections. As she unfolded her past, Lily's thoughts inevitably turned to Atlas, the unexpected figure who re-entered her life with a force she hadn't anticipated. The encounter brought back a flood of emotions, rekindling the dormant feelings she thought she had left behind. The chemistry between them was undeniable, and the hug from Atlas had stirred something within her that she hadn't felt in a long time. Lily's letter to Ellen conveyed her internal conflict about Atlas, her hesitation to reach out to him, and the fear that exploring a potential relationship might disrupt the fragile equilibrium she had established with Ryle. Atlas, with his familiar charm and the magnetic pull she couldn't ignore, represented a path towards happiness that Lily longed for but was afraid to fully embrace. She pondered the potential scenarios that might unfold if she initiated contact with Atlas. What if a casual lunch turned into a more significant connection, reigniting the flame they once shared? Lily played out the hypotheticals in her mind, acknowledging the undeniable ease of falling back into step with Atlas and the profound impact it could have on her life. The letter became a raw and unfiltered expression of Lily's inner turmoil. She questioned whether sacrificing potential happiness for the sake of avoiding disruption was the right path. The conflict between the longing for Atlas and the fear of Ryle's reaction created a mental tug-of-war, leaving Lily uncertain about the future. As she concluded the letter, Lily admitted her need for more time to process the situation before reaching out to Atlas. The unresolved nature of her internal struggle left a sense of anticipation hanging in the air. Lily, grappling with the complexities of her past and the uncertainties of her future, remained in a state of emotional flux. The city lights shimmered on the harbor as Lily sat in her car, the notepad and pen now silent witnesses to the inner workings of her heart and mind. The journey towards self-discovery and the pursuit of love continued, with the next chapter waiting to unfold in the intricate tapestry of Lily's life.